Okay, now first definition is magnetic flux. Okay, the symbol of magnetic flux is phi. Okay, then it depends on magnetic lines of force. For example, this is magnet. Okay, then also this is north pole and this is south pole. Then magnetic lines of force or magnetic flux produced around the magnet. Okay, that means magnetic lines of force produced by magnet is called as magnetic flux. Okay, that means magnetic lines of force produced by magnet is called as magnetic flux and symbol is phi. Okay, then unit is magnetic flux is Weber. It is very important. Then the 1 Weber is equal to 10 raised to 8 lines of force. This is the exact value of the 1 Weber. That means this is the concept of magnetic flux. That is symbol is phi. Okay. Second point is flux density. The symbol is capital B. Then flux density is defined as it is the ratio of magnetic flux per unit area. That means flux density is the symbol of B is equal to phi upon A. Phi upon A. Phi means magnetic flux is there. Okay. And A means area of the magnetic core. It is also called as cross-sectional area of the magnetic core. Now this is called as flux density. That means flux density, it is the ratio of magnetic flux per unit cross-sectional area of the magnetic core. This is called as flux density. This is the formula for flux density is B is equal to phi upon A. The unit is Weber per meter square or Tesla. This is the important unit of the flux density. Okay. Then phi means total flux measured in Webers. Then A means area of the core measured in meter square and flux density is Weber per meter square. Now this is the second point, that is flux density. Okay. Then next definition is MMF, that is called as magnetomotive force. That symbol is MMF. Okay. Then the magnetomotive force is depends on number of turns and current flowing through it. Is called as magnetomotive force. That means formula for magnetomotive force is MMF is equal to N into I. N means number of turns and I means current flowing through the number of turns. That means the definition of magnetomotive force is the ability of coil produce magnetic flux. For example, this is one coil. Okay, is connected. Okay, now this type of coil produce magnetic flux around it. That is called as magnetomotive force. That means ability of coil produce magnetic flux is called as magnetomotive force. Formula is N into capital N into I. I means number of turns and current, that is symbol is I is measured in ampere. Okay. Now this is the important definition, that is MMF. Then next definition is magnetic field intensity. It is very important. The symbol is H. The magnetic field intensity, it is the ratio of MMF per length along with flux. It is the ratio of MMF per length. MMF means N into I, that is number of turns, and I current flowing through it. L means length, and unit of NI is ampere turns, that means the unit of current is I, and number of turns there is no unit, that is T, per length measured in meter. That is where H is magnetic field intensity, N is number of turns, and I is average path of the current in depends on number of turns. It is also called as length of magnetic flux path. This symbol is I. Okay, this is the definition of magnetic field intensity. Symbol is H. Okay. Then next definition is reluctance. Symbol is S. Reluctance used in both AC field and also used in DC field. Okay, that means the reluctance, it is the ratio of magnetomotive force and magnetic flux. That is reluctance, it is the ratio of F upon phi. F means magnetomotive force, that is force, and phi means magnetic flux. That means reluctance, it is the ratio of magnetomotive force present in magnetic circuit to the magnetic flux present in magnetic circuit. That is called as reluctance. Symbol S, also use R. Okay, now this is the definition of reluctance. Then R is the reluctance, unit is ampere turns per Weber. The unit of reluctance is ampere turns per Weber. That means F means magnetomotive force. That is unit is N into I, that is ampere turns. Ampere is the unit of current. En means number of turns, that is Ni. There is no unit for number of turns, and flux unit is Weber. Okay, then F is the magnetomotive force, MMF, measured in ampere turns. Okay, is there ampere turns. Okay, then phi is the symbol of magnetic flux, measured in Weber. Okay, now this is the definition of reluctance, is defined as it is the ratio of MMF per magnetic flux. Okay. Then reluctance present in magnetic circuit. Okay, the formula of reluctance in magnetic circuit is R is equal to L upon mu 0 mu R A. Then also the value of relative permeability, that is mu R. Mu R means relative permeability is there. Okay, its value is unity, that is 1. Okay, then put here mu R is equal to 1. Okay, then R is equal to L upon mu into A. Okay, then L means length of the circuit measured in meter. Then mu 0 is permeability of the vacuum, is equal to the value of mu 0 is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. That means the value of mu 0 is constant, that is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. Okay, then mu R is there, that is called as relative permeability or relative magnetic permeability. Why choose magnetic? Because we have considered magnetic circuit. Then relative magnetic permeability of the material, that is mu R, we have considered 1. Okay, then mu is equal to permeability of the material, that is mu means permeability, that is mu R is equal to 1. That is the formula of mu is equal to mu 0 into mu r. Okay, then this value put here. Okay, then mu 0 mu r is mu is there into a. Okay, and last one is the a, that is a is the cross sectional area of the circuit measured in meter square, that is unit is meter square. This is the unit of area. Okay, now this is the concept of reluctance in magnetic circuit when using uniform field. Okay, now this is the concept of reluctance. Okay, then next point is permeability. It is the important definition because reluctance is always depends on permeability. Okay, then the symbol is mu. Permeability, it is the ratio of B upon H. B means magnetic flux density and H means magnetic field intensity. That is, B means magnetic flux density and H means magnetic flux intensity. That is, this is for density, magnetic flux density, and this is for magnetic field intensity, that is I. Okay, that means the permeability, it is the ratio of magnetic flux density upon magnetic field intensity. Now this is called as permeability and its unit is Henry per meter. Okay, now permeability consider in free space or air, or we have considered permeability in non-magnetic material. Okay, then the value of permeability in free space. Okay, that is value is mu 0 is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, now this is the important value of the permeability in free space. Okay, this is the value of free space air or non-magnetic material. Okay, then also permeability depends on relative permeability, that is symbol is mu r. Mu r is equal to mu upon mu 0. This is the formula of relative permeability, that is mu r is equal to mu upon mu 0. Mu means permeability and mu 0 means permeability of free space. Okay, this mu means permeability is there. Okay, and mu 0 is there. Okay, now this is the formula of relative permeability, that is symbol is mu r. Okay, that means relative permeability, it is the ratio of permeability upon permeability of free space or air or non-magnetic material. Now this type of concept is called as relative permeability, that is symbol is mu r. Okay, now this is the definition of permeability and relative permeability. Okay, this is a very simple concept. Okay, then also these are the several parameters present in magnetic circuit. Okay, now these are the several parameters will be depends on magnetic materials. Okay, and these are the important magnetic materials, that is classified into three types, that is ferromagnetic material, then paramagnetic material, and last one is the diamagnetic material. And these are the several examples of ferromagnetic material like iron, steel, nickel, cobalt. These are the some metallic alloy. These are the examples of ferromagnetic material. Then paramagnetic materials. The examples of paramagnetic material is aluminium, tin, platinum, magnesium, and manganese. These are the examples of paramagnetic material. Okay, then last one is the diamagnetic material, and the examples of diamagnetic material is zinc, mercury, lead, sulfur, copper, and silver. Okay, now this is the important classification of magnetic material. Okay, now these are the important types and important classification of magnetic material. Okay, now this is the very simple concept of magnetic material. Will be depends on ferromagnetic material, paramagnetic materials, and last one is the diamagnetic material. Okay, now this is the important concept of magnetic materials in magnetic circuit. Okay, now next point is magnetic circuit. Okay, the magnetic circuit is depends on closed path of the circuit. That means the magnetic circuit, this is the magnetic circuit, and this is the electric circuit. That means this is the difference between magnetic circuit and electric circuit. Okay, these are the number of turns, okay, are connected to each other. Okay, these are the number of turns is there. Okay, and this is the M is cross sectional area of the this path or this any type of material will be used. Okay, and this is the radius of the this circular path or closed path. Then this is the closed path, and this closed path will be depends on magnetic lines of flux. That means this closed path will be depends on magnetic lines of flux path is called as magnetic circuit. That means magnetic circuit is depends on magnetic lines of flux or magnetic lines of force. Now this type of circuit is called as magnetic circuit, and magnetic circuit will be depends on number of turns. Okay, now this is the concept of magnetic circuit. Now we have to explain concept of electric circuit. Okay, now this is the voltage source, that is AC voltage source, and is connected to the resistance. The unit of resistance is ohm. Okay, now current is flowing through this path. That means this is the closed path current. Okay, now AC voltage apply to this load, that is resistor as act as a load. Okay, that is called as resistive load. Okay, then voltage is applied, then current flowing through it. Okay, then at that instant this resistance is depends on current. For example, Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. This is the Ohm's law. Okay, V is equal to IR. Then R is equal to the ratio of V upon I. Okay, then this resistance is inversely proportional to the current, is V upon I. Okay, that means both are inversely proportional to each other. That is resistance and current will be inversely proportional to each other. That means resistance increases, then current will be decreases. Okay, now this is the relationship between resistance and current. That means both are inversely proportional to each other. Then voltage is increase, then resistance also increase, but current is decrease. That means resistance increase. Okay, then voltage also increase, but current will be decrease according to Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR. Now this is the difference between magnetic circuit and electric circuit. Okay, now this is the similarities and dissimilarities between electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Okay, now in electric circuit, electromotive force is present and its unit is volt. In magnetic circuit, MMF present, that is ampere turns. Then in electric circuit, current is very important, that is current measured in ampere. In flux circuit, flux present, it measured in Weber. Then also it consists of resistance, that is measured in ohm. Then reluctance is very important in magnetic circuit, that is ampere turns per Weber. Then in electric circuit, current density is very important, measured in ampere per meter square. In magnetic circuit, flux density present, that is measured in Weber per meter square or Tesla. Okay. In electric circuit, conductivity is very important, and magnetic circuit, permeability is very important. Okay, now this is the similarities between electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Then difference between electric circuit and magnetic circuit is very important. Then difference is, in electric circuit current is flow, in magnetic circuit flux is flow, that is flux is created but does not flow. Then in electric circuit, the circuit may be open or closed, that means in electric circuit may be open or closed circuit, but in magnetic circuit is always closed circuit. Now this is the important difference between electric circuit is open or closed and magnetic circuit is always closed. Now this is the difference between electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Okay. Okay, now this is the circuit diagram of electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Okay, now both are already, I have already explained, that is voltage is connected across resistance, that is current is I is equal to V by R. That means in circuit current always flowing, and in this circuit flux always flowing, that is symbol is phi, in which current is flowing. Now this is the important difference between electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the important circuit in electric circuit and magnetic circuit. Okay, then next point is series magnetic circuit and parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, that means magnetic circuit is classified into two types, that is first one is series magnetic circuit and parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, now in series magnetic circuit, in which we have to need, that is series magnetic circuit is also called as composite magnetic circuit or also called as group of magnetic circuit. Then in series magnetic circuit, it consists of one circuit connected after other circuit. That means one circuit is connected to the other circuit is called as series magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the circular ring. Okay, then in which the flux is present, that is this is the flux path is there from one ring. Now this is the second ring and this is the third ring. Okay, that means we have connected three rings series, that is 1, 2 and 3 are connected in series, that is called as series magnetic circuit. Then first ring length is L1, then second ring length is L2 and third ring length is L3, that is L1 is there, L2 is there and L3 is there. Then cross sectional area of the circular ring 1 is A1, then cross sectional area for circular ring 2 is A2 and cross sectional area of circular ring is A3. That is A3. And also these three parameters, that is length and cross sectional area, will be depends on absolute permeability, that is mu1, mu2 and mu3. Okay, that means three important parameters in series magnetic circuit is L1, L2 and L3. Then A1, A2 and A3, that is cross sectional area, and absolute permeability is mu1, mu2 and mu3. That means in series magnetic circuit, one or more circuit connected in series, and this type of circuit is called as magnetic circuit. Okay, then also in circular ring, okay, in we have considered one ring, then number of turns are wound to the any one ring. That means we have considered any circular ring and wound with number of turns. Then magnetic flux is it produced. That means number of turns. When current is applied, this number of turns produce magnetic flux in the circular ring, and this magnetic flux present in circular ring will be depends on length, that is L1, L2, L3, and also depends on cross sectional area A1, A2 and A3, and also depends on absolute permeabilities, that is mu1, mu2 and mu3. Now this is the concept of series magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the important point in series magnetic circuit. This is the important diagram in series magnetic circuit. Okay, now we have to need expression for series magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the important expression for series magnetic circuit. Okay, now in this circuit we have to need there several parameters. Okay, then this is the circular ring. Okay, that is R1 resistance, R2 is there and R3 is there, and current flowing through it. Okay, now this is the direction of current is there, that is I is present. Okay, now R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series and voltage is applied. Now this is the equivalent circuit of the series magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the important equivalent electric circuit. Now in circuit we have to calculate reluctance, that is total reluctance. Symbol of total reluctance is ST, or also you have to use symbol of reluctance is RT. Will be depend on you. Okay, that is then in which we have considered symbol of reluctance is ST, that is S1 plus S2 plus S3. That means this is the total reluctance, and the formula for reluctance is S is equal to length upon mu into A. Now this is the formula of reluctance, that is S is equal to L upon mu into A. Okay, then total reluctance ST is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3, then L1 upon mu1 into A1 for this resistance. Okay, now this is the value of for this resistance. Then L2 is there and L3 is there. Now this is the total reluctance of above circuit, that is L1 upon mu1 A1 plus L2 upon mu2 A2 plus L3 upon mu3 into A3. Okay, now we have to calculate total flux present in series magnetic circuit. Then the formula of total flux is equal to total MMF upon total reluctance. Then total MMF is N into I. N means number of turns and I means current measured in ampere upon ST. And this value of ST is put here. that is ST is S1 plus S2 plus S3, that is total phi is equal to N into I upon S1 plus S2 plus S3. Then but phi is equal to N into I upon ST. Okay, then rearrange equation for Ni, that is Ni is equal to ST is divided here, this goes to the multiply, that is Ni is equal to ST into phi. Then put value of ST is S1 plus S2 plus S3. Then this phi is multiplied by S1, S2 and S3, that is Ni is equal to S1 phi plus S2 phi plus S3 phi. Okay, that means total MMF will be depends on reluctance of each and every circuit and flux produced in each and every circuit. Now this is the exact concept of series magnetic circuit. Okay, that means series magnetic circuit will be depends on MMF, that is MMF present in one circuit and MMF present in two circuit and MMF present in three circuit, will be depends on number of MMF circuit, that is MMF, total MMF is equal to MMF for one circuit plus MMF for two circuit plus MMF for three circuit. Okay, now this is the concept of total MMF. Okay, then total MMF will be calculated, that is total MMF is equal to H1 into L1 plus S2 into L2 plus S3 into L3. H means magnetic field intensity and L means length of circular path, that is L1, L2 and L3. Also the magnetic field intensity, it is the ratio of magnetic flux density upon permeability, that is H1 is equal to B1 upon mu1, S2 is equal to B2 upon mu2 and S3 is equal to B3 upon mu3. Okay, now this is the concept of series magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the just overview of the series magnetic circuit. Okay, will be depends on circular ring, and this circular ring will be depends on length, that is L1, L2 and L3. Okay, then also depends on cross sectional area A1, A2, A3 and absolute permeabilities like mu1, mu2 and mu3. Now this is the concept of series magnetic circuit. Okay, now next is parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the diagram of parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, that means this is one circuit and this is second circuit, and this one circuit is parallel to the second circuit, that is one magnetic circuit is parallel to the second magnetic circuit, is called as parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, also in which this is the flux path is there. Okay, now this is the flux path moving from one circuit to another circuit, is known as parallel magnetic circuit. That means this is the total flux present in this circuit, that is phi is equal to phi 1 for first circuit, that is phi 1 for first circuit is there and phi 2 for second circuit. Then total flux is divided into phi 1 plus phi 2. This is the formula for total flux, phi is equal to phi 1 plus phi 2. Okay, now this is the concept of parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, that is the cross sectional area of this circuit, that is A1, and cross sectional area of this circuit is A2. Then flux phi 1 present in one circuit is flux phi 1 and flux phi 2 present in another circuit is flux phi 2. Now this is the first limb is there, and this is the second limb is there, and this is the central limb. Okay, this is the first limb, second limb, and this is the central limb, and number of turns are wound to the central limb. Then voltage is applied, then current flowing through this circuit, and then flux are produced with the help of number of turns, and these flux are passes through one circuit to another circuit. Okay, now this is the flux path present in parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, then flux path, that is total flux phi 1 and phi 2 present in different path. Then ABCD, that is A, B, C and D. This is the flux path for phi 1. Then A, F, E and D. This is the second flux path for phi 2. Okay, now this is the concept of parallel magnetic circuit, that is phi is equal to phi 1 plus phi 2. Okay, okay, also this is the circuit diagram for parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, then also same concept and same diagram is there, that is the concept of parallel magnetic circuit. The parallel magnetic circuit which has more than one path. Okay, that is, this is the phi 1, this is the first path is there, phi 1. Okay, then this is the second path, phi 2, and this is the third path. That means parallel magnetic circuit consists of one or more path, is called as parallel magnetic circuit. That is, flux is there, phi 1, phi 2 is there, and phi 3 is there. This is the first magnetic circuit. This is the second magnetic circuit. Then first magnetic circuit is parallel to the second magnetic circuit. Okay, now this is the N for number of turns, N for number of turns, I means current, and phi 1, phi 2, phi 3, that is flux. Okay, now this is the circuit diagram for parallel magnetic circuit. Okay, then we have to need their expression. Okay, now this is the expression for parallel magnetic circuit. Then flux phi 2 passes through along path BE. That means this is the path BE, that is flux phi 2 moving in point B to E section. Then flux phi 3 moving to path B, C, D and E. And flux phi 1 is flowing through A, B, then E, F and AF. Okay, now these are the important flux path. Okay, now this is the important path of the magnetic circuit. Okay, then also we have to need their expression, that is phi 1 is equal to phi 2 plus phi 3. Then in which S1 is reluctance of path EFAB. Then S2 is reluctance of path BE, and S3 is the reluctance of path BCDA. Now in which we have to calculate total MMF. Then MMF for path EFAB plus MMF for BE and BC. चालू आहे ना, चालू. Anyone tell my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now total MMF is equal to MMF for path EFAB. That means we have to calculate first total MMF in S1 and MMF for path B or path BCD. That is S2 plus S3. Okay. Now this is the addition of S2 plus S3 and MMF for path EFAB, that is S1. Okay. Now S2 plus S3 we have to consider first N into I, that is total MMF is N into I is equal to phi 1 S1 plus phi 2 S2. But in phi 1 S1 is as it is, but its addition is very important. Then phi 2 S2, that means reluctance S2 always depends on S3. Okay, that means S3 is the addition of S2 plus S3. Then we have consider only S3 is there, that is phi 1 S1 plus phi 3 S3. That is, this is the total MMF in parallel circuit. Okay, that means magnetic circuit is classified into two types, that is series magnetic circuit and parallel magnetic circuit. Both expression is very important in INSEM exam, also in INSEM exam. Okay.